Hey Grace, it has been such a joy to look at Genesis with you, to try to find the gospel, the good news in the very first book of the Bible, to see God's heart revealed and what He started from the very beginning. Well, this Sunday we're going to be looking at Genesis chapter 6, and if you've been here every Sunday, you know that we're skipping Genesis chapter 5 and a little bit of chapter 4. So I just wanted to read from Genesis chapter 4, the part that we're missing, and I wanted to share one main thought from those passages. So let's read in Genesis chapter 4, verse 17. Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bore Enoch. When he built a city, he called the name of the city after the name of his son Enoch. To Enoch was born Irad, and Irad fathered Mehujael, and Mehujael fathered Methushael, and Methushael fathered Lamech. And Lamech took two wives. The name of one was Adah, and the name of the other was Zillah. Adah bore Jabal. He was the father of those who dwell in tents and have livestock. His brother's name was Jabal. He was the father of all those who play the lyre and pipe. Zillah also bore Tubal-Cain. He was the forger of all instruments of bronze and iron. The sister of Tubal-Cain was Naamah. Now Lamech said to his wives, remember he took two wives, Adah and Zillah, hear my voice, you wives of Lamech. Listen to what I say. I have killed a man for wounding me, a young man for striking me. If Cain's revenge is sevenfold, then Lamech's is 77-fold. Now it's horrible to look at, but you can see in Cain's descendants how sin progressed and got worse. Cain's sin did not stop with him. It went on to the next generation and the generation after them and even down to the fourth generation. We see in Lamech's life that he not only took one wife but two wives, and he basically scolded them to the point to where it looks like he's abusing them and telling them that if anybody tries to strike me, their vengeance will be 77-fold, worse than Cain's. And you can see that sin does not stop with one father, but it continues on generation after generation. If you read the Great Commission, make disciples, the way we say it at Grace, lead others to do the same, trying to lead others, draw others to Jesus so that they would know the love of God. Making disciples is part of this legacy of wanting to care for the next generation, of paying attention to what we do with our lives so that those that come after us will not follow in the way of sin, but would know life, would know true life, freedom in following God, not in following the flesh. And so this Sunday, when we look at Genesis chapter 6, I hope that you're aware of what God has set up in these genealogies, not just to give us history, but to give us the truth of what mankind really looks like and how one man's sin carried over to his children.